So what exactly is pain? First and foremost, pain is a very important physiological pathway in the body because it lets the body know whether it's in trouble or whether it's hurting, or even whether there's unfamiliar sensations from the environment. Pain can be initiated by many different things such as changes in temperature, changes in pressure, or even breaks in the skin. So how does it work? Nociceptors, or pain receptors, that are located in the skin will first sense unfamiliar sensations from the environment. The signal then travels up peripheral nerves, or the sensory neurons in the body, up into the CNS, or the spinal cord. In the spinal cord, the signal will then get transferred to the brain through neurotransmitters that are released by neurons along the way. The neurons release neurotransmitters to communicate between one another, and when the neurotransmitters bind to the next neuron, it relays the signal throughout the body. When the signal gets to the brain, it gets transmitted to different parts of the brain where it's processed, and the brain processes the signal as pain.
Oh, that's so nice. Let me see that. Ow! Oh, you just pinched me. Oh.
Hi, my name is Mr. Batista, and as you can see, my two kindergarten students were fighting over a drawing, and one student ended up pinching the other. So basically what happened was, when one of the students was pinched, the body sensed that information near his arm and transmitted that information to his brain where it was perceived as pain.
Easy for this 13-year-old. Uh-oh. No. As you can see, this 13-year-old, when he was lifting the 20-pound weight, he was doing so very easily because his muscles were strong enough to do so. However, when he transitioned to the 40-pound weight, the weight was too much for his muscles to lift. This caused small tears in his muscles, which had sensory neurons in that area perceive these signals, which were sent through the CNS to the brain, and then the brain perceived these signals as pain. I wonder if this stove is hot.
As a college student, you're going to find yourself cooking a lot of food at home. As you can see in the previous example, this college student made a poor mistake in touching the pan when he didn't know if it was hot or not. Basically what happened in this situation is that it's a unique situation in which a reflex arc caused him to pull his hand away. What happened was the sensory neurons in his hand sensed the hot temperature from the pan and sent this information to the spine, which is part of the CNS. Instead of this signal getting directly sent to the brain for processing, it was sent back to the hand through motor neurons that innervated, telling him to pull his hand away from the hot pan. Afterwards, the brain then received the signal, allowing for the perception of pain in his hand.